So it's streaming to our channel right now, and I'll be able to send you, receiving your content. Your audience will see it in a moment. Get ready. So this is working, right? Oh shit, I see it. Yeah, it's live. Okay, so now I need to go to. Oh, it's legit too. Okay, hold. Yeah, dude, I gotta find the. How do I get to it? I gotta figure out where my videos are. Nobody's watching. Yeah, that's it. We're over. I'm done. That was the whole thing. Yeah. Now remember, I also don't have the LAN enabled connection, so I'm on wireless right now. So when we do this, I will have a direct LAN connection, so it will be hardwired super fast internet. So some of the quality issues potentially may be that, but otherwise, yeah. So now I gotta figure out how the hell to find my videos. It is streaming right now, like it's 100% streaming, but I'm not. Oh, there we go. I got it. Okay, so it's coming at you through text actually. Gosh. Let me make sure that that's true. I sent you the link. It's coming through text. Oh yeah, it's totally doing it, dude. Oh, I know it's working. I just want to know how it sounds. Okay, so then the other thing is when we do this Skype call. So in order for you to see us, okay, I'm gonna have to connect one camera like this, pointed at you through Skype, and then the stream camera will be a second camera because I have 3 cameras. So I can do one here for you, so you can see us and react to us, and then this other camera will be for, and I have tripods, so I'll set up the tripods. So and then the second camera will be specifically for the stream. So that camera will be the one that goes in OBS, because right now all you're going to see in OBS is you're going to see your face and my face, and we're just doing the Skype call. So basically, if I change this and I make this, full size like this. Can she hear it? How's it sound to her? DJ Diddles. Yeah, I have four mics. Actually, I have 6 mics, but I only have 4 stands. These are really nice, heavy. These are super heavy, like quality stands. Yeah, and they don't move at all. And we'll probably sit on the same side of the table and just kind of like have one camera pointed at us, and the other camera will be pointed at us too. They'll both be pointed at us, but one will be for you and one will be for the stream. Right. So yes, you can hear me. I'm also super loud. Again, remember, internet. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this instead. All right. So I'm gonna bring in an audio capture from Skype. Let's see if I can do that. You still here? You can still hear me, right?
Check for that mic because it'll be here. I'm assuming it'll be here by the end of the day, so we can do this tomorrow night whenever you're ready.
Okay, cool. Okay, so hey, tell her to give it another 45 seconds, and then test it again. I just put in.
Oh, now I'm coming through.
Perfect. That's what I was looking for, baby.
Yep. All right, we gotta win there. So,
There
and we
it
can
is.
do this all
Nice.
over again tomorrow with the microphone
Hell
that I'm
yes.
gonna order.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, now while we're sitting here, I'm gonna stick on the other. I'm gonna stick on the other camera and get that set
All right.
up, so that we can. What I want to do is I want to over here, so the actual like video itself. So go to our live stream, the link that I sent you, and
Okay.
then actually I can send it to you. I'll send it to you in Skype here, so you have it.
Oh, it's all right. I already messaged it to Renee on Facebook, so I can just pull it up on my computer.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. So.
Okay. Well, now I'm getting double penetrated by this link. So let me see here.
All right. Not really sure how to respond to that one, but
Yeah, there's really no response to the words double penetration from a fellow male friend.
All right.
All right, there I am. Oh, that beautiful, sexy forehead. All right, I'm seeing me. I'm seeing you looking down at your dick, it looks like. Yep, still there. Yep, check, mic check, 1, 2, yep. We still have a penis.
Do you have any followers?
Man, does my voice really sound like that? I am
Yes,
not a
it
voice
does.
for radio.
See, I told you. No, you're not. You're not a face.
Not a face for radio. Oh God, mics and audio is going to be rough. I know, he is a reporter, but there's a reason that they took him off camera.
Yeah, this is going to be fantastic. So hold on.
Yeah. They claimed he was too white for the camera. Let's go with that. Not that he looks like Nosferatu.
Oh, so loud. Oh.
What's coming through loud?
Oh, so loud. Oh my. Ah, stop it.
So wait, are you hearing loud feedback on your end from me or what?
No, it's not you. It's me. I'm being dumb.
Oh, you're hearing, Renee's hearing dinging in the feed.
Yeah, that's my computer. It's like turning on desktop notifications. And it's just going bananas, and it was blowing out my ears at once.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put on a hat or something. This is not making my hairline look solid here.
Okay, there we go. All right, so here we go. Let's do this now. Now we can be side by side. All right, cool. So hold on. Let me get rid of this.
Whoa.
Right.
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of you, but you're covering me. All right, there we go. All right, there's camera 2.
See? Sweet, right?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So this is how it gets to be fun. So now imagine like Mike and Chris being jacked into this, where they can just sit here and listen the whole time. We're never gonna stop. It's gonna be stupid. Like,
yeah, we're gonna be here for a long time.
We could never do this on a Sunday because it would be 9 hours. Like we would. Never
we would never leave. We'd barely eat. We'd all be peeing in jars underneath the table. Yeah, so this is perfect. I think Wednesday night's perfect because then we can make some Thursday calls too.
Hey, how does it ask Renee if we're balanced in terms of volume?
Hold on, she'll hear it. Are we balanced in terms of volume, or is one way louder than the other?
I can also turn up the mics a little bit.
She says mine's coming in a little bit clearer than yours. Yours is getting more of an echo, apparently.
I'm also in the middle of a room. You also have a microphone.
That's true. So, it's just environment.
Yeah, it's just environment.
Yep.
But is it beat, like is it usable? Like is it can people hear clearly, or would it be a problem for people to listen to?
Is it an impediment or is it okay? I'm live, honey. The world is watching.
Jesus Christ. Wait until when you know you're doing a podcast, you go and fix your hair and change your clothes and like you're like.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I'll just have something. Yeah, I'm gonna have some kind of Rams gear going on here because it's gonna be embarrassing.
And then you'll you'll check yourself and you'll be like, wait a minute, and you'll like look into the camera and like make sure you're nice and good before you do shit. Like ridiculous.
Great. This is gonna make us even more narcissistic. That's exactly what this group needs, is another ego boost.
Wait, would it be better if I did this? Wait a minute. So I'm gonna slide this one over. Oh, here we go. Let's do it this way. So we'll put the cameras in the exact same place.
All right.
My hand's right there.
That's all good. This is how my favorite porn started, is at this angle. That was a joke, honey. I don't watch porn. I know. No one believes that one.
You know she's listening to the feed. So.
Yeah, I know she's gonna hear it in a second, but yeah, she knew the lie before she even heard it.
So now I've got both cameras right here. So I've got
Okay.
both cameras. Like if you look at the feed,
Mm-hmm.
you can see that they're both right here. So I got both cameras here. So when I look, I'm looking at both at the same time, basically. So
Nice.
now I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at the camera for the people that I'm talking to.
Yeah, I see that.
This is way easier to set up than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, this actually worked out really smoothly. This is good news all around. Now we just need to incorporate giggles and get some sound modifications in there.
Oh my god. Now we've got two.
Perfect.
Am I clear?
Two at the same time. That's always the better way to go.
This
Yeah,
song?
exactly. We had a moment about that.
What's that? What's that? Jerry Thunder, the sound.
We're going to turn it up for you with a little Eric Clapton tonight. Feel free to get a little crazy. We need to be able to cut Chris's mic off, though. I feel like we're going to have too many situations where he's going to be...
can. There's a button. There's just one button that you just press and it turns it off. But the problem is like, watch. If I just cut him off, like you're still going to hear him because it comes through, like, it just cuts out like one or the other, yeah.
Yeah, and his giggle permeates through walls, so I doubt a mic cut is going to be the end of the world.
Mike's going to be too loud, I know that. I'm going to have to turn him down.
Renee's asked if you can turn your mic up at all.
Yeah, I can. Hold on.
All right. Yeah, so the reality is that we are live streaming it, and we mandate that we have to be wearing NFL stuff while we're doing this. And it's tax write-off, yeah. See, exactly. That's Josh's freebies from the government, brought to you by Tax Turbo. Yep.
All right, that should be a little bit louder, I think. Yeah, it's
better.
Definitely a higher volume now than it was before. I can also turn you down, so.
I mean, yeah, that's probably what everybody in the world is hoping for. So.
Yeah, I'm capping you out a little bit lower to give us a little more dominance in the audio.
Well, there's three of you and one of me, yeah. So I would imagine that you're going to want to have the mic most of the time, and then I'm just going to be color commentary. I'll be your Chris Collinsworth.
God damn it. I fucking hate Chris Collinsworth. He's such a piece of shit.
Yeah, we can make sure that we get that out there on this live chat, so when he sees it, he inevitably cries because of us. That's
Chris
my goal.
If you're listening to the media shenanigans that we're doing.
Shenanigans Media.
I'm sorry, Shenanigans Media.
You suck balls.
Suck.
We hate you. We all hate you.
Yeah.
You really should retire and do anything else.
Dying of fire.
Not yet.
Did I turn it? Is it better now?
It sounds better to me. Let me see. Let's see what Renee says.
This mic sounds fantastic.
How's the sound coming through now?
Doesn't sound so great. What's wrong with this mic? Hello? Test, test.
I can still hear you on that one.
I know you can, but this one sounds so much better.
Yeah, it does. About 10 times better.
It sounds so much better.
Give that broken one to Chris.
Hold on. That's knobby.
It's because I have a loud voice. I'm projecting. Yeah, we'll work on this tomorrow too with the microphone that I'm going to get, so that way it should be a little bit more muted.
A little better?
Am I?
A little better? Oh, now they're more even. Yeah,
yeah, they are.
They
sound
even.
better.
Way more. Okay, there we go. That's a lot better. Cool. So I know if I want to turn it up, I know there's a specific knob that I can use now that'll give me a little more boost if I really need to.
That magic
but
knob.
The echo should be gone now. I don't hear any more echo at all. I don't hear any echo on anything on my end.
Nope, I'm good.
Cool. So this worked out really well. Nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy shit, I just guessed my way through half of that shit, so fuck yeah, that worked out.
Nice.
Alright, so we do need to get some kind of like logo or something, like some sort of, fuck, I don't know.
Some kind of, yeah.
So if we want to do
even just like SMG all nice and fancy.
You know what I was thinking is like, think of the AC/DC letters, if we did our like letters just like that, but like do the inside color, like do one color from each of our teams. So like,
oh, okay.
We do black for us, right? And then you guys can do blue for, you can do blue for yours. We can do white because white's pretty much in all of ours, and then we can do yellow, which would be both you and Mike.
Yep.
So it would get all those, and then we can do like a little football logo in the center. So like do, what was it? Fabian, Pelton, Gronke. No, it's Fabian, Gronke, Pelton, Giggles. So we can do.
It's gonna work.
What if we did FGPG football talk?
I like that. Actually, I like that a lot.
Or football chat. Or
football chat works. Yeah. Yeah, Chris is Giggles, and it's not close.
Tammy Tino. So, God damn it, he's gonna be the one that people make fun of the most, like on the
exactly. He's gonna drive site traffic though. That's what's gonna be the ultimate selling point for him, is that he's gonna be the reason people tune in. Is they're like, I want more Giggles in my life.
Ridiculous. He's so ridiculous.
For sure, but this actually is working out really well. I'm actually really stoked.
You can see how it would be a lot of fun, right? Now you need to come out and do an in-person one so that we don't have to do this through the computer. Renee, I don't know if you can hear me.
She will in about 10 seconds.
Listen up. But anyways, yeah.
Excellent. Well, I'm stoked, dude. This is going to be fun. Have we worked on a show structure or outline of kind of where we want to go with the discussion yet?
Yeah, so we talked about that. Let's write that up now. Might as well do that. So, I got a Word.
I was going to say, I know we touched on it. I just wasn't sure if we had finalized. Let me grab a pen.
I got a Word document. What are you doing?
Oh. All right.
Silly. Don't be silly.
Living in the Stone Ages, man.
Living in the stone.
Yeah, you can turn it off. You're dismissed.
He's got 2 cameras on him now.
Yeah,
yes, I'm dismissing
Go check it out. Go check it out. We're actually streaming to the internet.
We are live on the world. The entire world can see us. All who's
Hi.
in this?
You know my dad.
Yep. How's it going?
Yeah, we're streaming. You want to say?
Yep. Ab's dad.
Let's see.
He's also joining us in our worldwide broadcast.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, watch. So we go to Skype. We go to this message.
Damn, this thing's got good range.
Shenanigan Media. There you are. You're now famous.
The whole world can see you.
My ugly face, my gray beard. What's yours, Kathy?
Alright. Anyways. Okay, so here's what I thought. I thought we would do like a little bit of an introduction, right?
I'll show you when we get along.
Okay, so where the fuck are you?
I'm coming back. Hold on.
Gronke, Pelton.
What did you do pulling it out?
Football chat. What are you doing? I can barely hear you. Your mic is
Oh,
on.
there we go. Mike's above the hat. That's fine.
Never forget that.
If it drags on
Yeah,
the
well, I mean, it'll
I'm
be in
just
front
gonna
of
plug
me
out the
going
computer
forward.
Until you figure it out, I'm just gonna get it together.
Perfect.
Okay, football chat. Alright, so introduction, right? I guess that's gonna be me because none of you have ever done this before.
Probably not. You think it's too long?
Oh.
Well,
That's too long.
the name of the podcast, FPGP, is apparently FGPG. It takes a minute. There's a lot of. I know the struggle is real. I mean, the top podcast
what
are
if
the
we just
fantasy-focused football podcast.
What if we just did FBC football chat?
FBC
Yeah,
football chat. Oh,
yeah.
well, that works.
Or
FBC football
cast.
chat.
Football cast.
Football cast, FBC, and then it'll be starring Gronke, Pelton, Fabian, and Giggles.
Just tell Renee this is her job. She has to figure out the name, otherwise we fail. So this is all on
Honey,
her now.
you're the VP of marketing and also the fall guy when we inevitably get caught in a Ponzi scheme. So you actually probably should invest in the name of the podcast. For some reason, she didn't find that funny. I don't know why. Strange.
Prison conjugal visits are fun.
Yeah, exactly. Sex is always hotter when you're on camera
Why
for
don't
an
you have the
entire
white?
prison.
Why don't you have the white logo yet?
Because I have not gotten the tax deductions yet. So
By
once
the
I
way,
do,
what the fuck is up with your uniforms, man? Did your team forget half the uniforms back in LA?
it's a regulation of the NFL. You can change the pants and the helmets whenever you want, but it has to be a 5-year notice of changing the uniform. So they have to stick with that stupid gold uniform, even though they have white helmets and white pants, until 2019. Which is just awful for a whole bunch of reasons, especially when we play Dallas. That's just an ugly ass game.
Yeah, that's gonna be terrible. Okay, so we do introduction. We'll talk about it. Introductions are pretty short. As
Yep.
soon as you start getting like a bunch of people involved, it really just turns into making sure that everybody knows who's there. Sometimes on ours we don't have like somebody can't make it, so we do like a replacement person. We'll
Okay.
introduce that person. I mean, football chat. We could just say something like shoot the shit about football and fantasy and whatever we want to say there. We'll come up with something. Okay, introduction. I figure we go through this schedule, or well, do a little shit talking.
Of course,
Right.
naturally, because all of our teams suck right now. We really don't have a lot of room to talk.
Yeah. So, yeah, they do. Fucking Jaguars. Good God.
I know, and we got them next, and they're probably going to push our shit all the way in with that run game.
Dude. Yeah, there's something. I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah.
so we'll talk about that, and then we can go in order. We can choose like AFC, NFC. We can choose order of games. I don't care. To me, it really doesn't matter. I'm looking at myself, and I just like hate it so much. I hate like just having this camera super close to my phone. Yeah, we can talk about that. I figure what we would do is like everybody can look at the games, and then like specifically, we can take one game specifically where one person becomes like the expert of that game. Like,
Okay.
we could generalize most of them, right? Because there's too many games. Like, we couldn't possibly all be the experts for these games. Or we could
Right.
split them up. If we wanted to, we could say, like, what are there? There's not 16 games. This is a bye week, so we're missing 4 teams, which means there's 2 less games. So there's only, there's normally 16 games. There's 14 games this weekend. Right, and that starts on Thursday. So if we split that 4 ways, that's 3 plus 2 extras, where we just generalize on it. So if we did 3 each, and everybody picked up 3 games,
And then we generalize the Thursday, Monday game.
that's perfect. We can do it
Yep.
that way. So we can do all the Sunday games we talk about in depth. Not in depth, but like we talk about that. And then we'll do our predictions, right? So we'll do a prediction counter. What we can do with the computer is I can sit back and do this. So watch the screen, okay? So, well, you can't see it. You're going to watch the feed, I guess. So
On YouTube or on Skype? Which am I supposed to be watching here?
No, watch on YouTube. Right. So
Got
what
it.
I'm going to do is I'm going to do... holy shit, why is this so good?
That's what she said. Oh God, there's just a bukkake of shit in this weekend slates. Let's see. Bears Ravens in a game of who gives a fuck.
Right? That's a terrible game. No, Ravens
Browns.
fuck them up.
The Browns and 1/3 of the Texans defense are playing. Chargers Raiders in a game of the cripples. Let's see. Steelers Chiefs is. Oh, I thought that was the Sunday night game. Oh God, the Sunday night game is Giants Broncos. Oh, that's gonna be. We're all gonna be turning it off before the end of the first quarter.
Oh, so bad.
That's going to be a poo-poo game. Well, the Monday night game, thank God we can just generalize on that. It's Colts at Titans.
I don't understand this. I don't understand why it's so weird.
Whoa, I got a blank screen going on YouTube
I know,
now.
I know you do.
Okay. Just want to make sure you're aware of that.
Figure out what in the fuck is going on. So nothing is really working correctly.
Perfect.
Well, no, in terms of like it's not capturing the window properly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what you can do is you can do something like this, where you can take a browser window and pop it out, and you can do a window capture where you add browser source. Okay, you do. Whoa, that's not right. Yeah, so you see how like you're gonna see it in just a second. So this is gonna pop up and it's gonna be OBS Studio is gonna be a block that comes up. So you can do like you can do an actual source where you can say like I'm gonna go to www.thiswebsite.com. Right? And what I can do is I can have that sitting here and have that open and have it refresh periodically, right? Like do something like that, and we can update the scores as we're going along with our picks. So it's like a live feed of our picks. Or what I can do is if I remove that, get rid of that. This one. Let's do window capture. Let's get a notepad out. So if I do this, size,
I think. Oh shit. Just tag. Whoa, I'm echoing here. I've got a feedback.
You got a feedback right now?
Yeah, I'm hearing myself.
You're hearing yourself.
Like in my headset, I'm coming through. Basically, I'm like hearing myself talk, and then oh, there it goes. It's gone now.
Oh,
Don't know what happened there.
Okay. So here I can do this, like, watch the feed.
All right.
So you can do things like that where it just ends up, you can type things on there and you can say whatever you want, and so as it's live you can
God damn it, you're an asshole. The donkey cock. It couldn't even just be Josh loves cock. It has to be donkey cock. So it has to be not only cock but a felony. So this is beautiful.
And very hairy and furry. Right, of course. So
Solid.
you are welcome, sir.
So happy to be involved with Donkey Dick.
Hey man, at least you're not giggle.
That's true. I mean, there's a lot of things, a lot of worse places to be, including being the designation of
Bro, I was
giggles.
laughing so hard at his little Facebook video about the about his triple because I was watching and I was like,
Oh my god.
you half-assed it through a whole double of that thing, and then you realized
you
he was
see-
gonna throw it, and then you fucking sped up between second and third. I was like, what was this? And then his like loping run where he's just like,
Oh god, did you see him round first? He rounded first like he just took a beer shot and then just ran down the baseline. Like, I don't understand what the process was of his mind where he was like, oh, you know, I guess I'll just saunter. Oh, I maybe should pick up speed. Oh fuck, I gotta go. Yeah, that's pure Chris Van Martino athleticism right there. That's all those pull-ups he does.
So we're gonna get an extra viewer. I sent it to somebody to see how it sounds.
Excellent.
Oh, I took out the donkey cock, so don't worry about it.
I appreciate you getting rid of Donkey Cock. That is,
Except it's gonna process this entire thing, so it'll save and it's gonna keep it up there forever. So
solid.
yeah.
So that's going to be forever on the internet. That's exactly what you hope for when you want to have a burgeoning political career.
You have a
I'm
political
watching.
career? Get the fuck out.
I know, right? It was torched. The first time I discovered Four Loko is when my career went right down the shitter. I'm watching this Chris video again because I quite honestly cannot get enough of it. Yeah, he comes around second.
And then he's like, oh shit, so you're gonna throw it. And then he starts running. So
That is a solid, very masculine
bro,
slide.
wait. Do you have that link? Send that
Which
link to
link?
me. Send me the link of that Facebook video.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we can embed it and just watch it
Yeah,
on
I'm just gonna bet it and then we'll put it on the feed.
Let's see. How do I get? Oh, goddamn it. Where's the hell's it? Oh, I'm not friends with her, so I can't. I don't think I can share it.
Oh, I think I get it. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not friends with her on Facebook yet because I haven't met the woman, so I figure she's probably spared for at least a few more months. What did Mike say? I'm sure Mike had a lovely comment about Chris's athleticism.
Mike did not say anything. As far as I can tell.
Lazy fly ball to center should have been caught.
Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, of course he did.
Because Mike just can't let anybody be happy. He always has
man,
to be on
it's
the
making me
field.
log in. Oh man, I can't do it.
Dude, we've been doing this for 45 minutes.
And you didn't feel like it was anything, right?
No,
felt
this
like
was the
nothing.
easiest 45 minutes of my life.
That's the thing, like, it gets really
All
addicting.
Shenanigans Sundays. We are Shenanigans Media Group. I mean, Renee's throwing out hypothetical names, and as the Ponzi scheme recipient, then we scrapped FGPG.
But FB Shans.
FB Shans. Football Shenanigans. He has not met the pug yet. All right.
Yeah,
There we go.
come on there. Hell yes.
We have a football mascot.
I know, Pokey.
Yeah, she is completely wiped out because she spent the afternoon shitting in the apartment and murdering the cat, so. Yeah, her way of greeting is with paws and teeth. It's really, really awesome. Here you go. Go to bed, Sweeney.
Like Sweeney Todd.
Yes, exactly. And she's as homicidal as Sweeney Todd, so we actually ended up getting really lucky with that name. Good night, Sweeney. Yes, good night.
Fantastic.
All right. Is your friend saying it? Everything's good from the sound perspective?
I don't know. I haven't heard back yet.
Fair enough. All right.
Copy link. Let's see if we're still streaming. So again, remember, it's gonna be faster, it's gonna be higher quality. Camera looks okay.
My feed is coming through okay from video
These
quality
guys
standpoint.
I'm not even logged into our account now.
Alright. Category gaming, standard YouTube license. Interesting. Nice. Very nice response. Very political. If we get enough people on there, we could have a nice little Q&A session in the feed
Oh,
about
the chat.
fantasy sleepers.
We did the chat for UFC, and immediately this guy was like, "You guys are the fucking worst. Like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Like,
That's how you know you've arrived, is when people are telling you
I'm Joe Rogan's lawyer, and I'm gonna tell him that you guys stole his idea." And like, oh shit, we're like, whatever, tell him, please. We want to meet him, and like, we're giving him all these like, giving it right back to him. And he's like,
Yep.
so I took your guys' link and I sent it to all of my 3,000 Twitter followers, and I named it Version Chat. Immediately after he did that, we spiked 24 viewers. I was like,
I was gonna say, that's how you know that's how you know you made it, is when people are hate trolling you, that's when you've arrived, actually.
Yeah.
The more people that hate us, the better off we're gonna be.
It's fantastic.
Yep.
What in the hell is the score of the time race? Is it over?
I have not been keeping track because
3-1,
I don't.
bottom of the sixth.
Damn. That's impressive. It'd be nice if they could stave off a sweep, but they've dug themselves quite a shithole to crawl out of. By the way, did you see the new Star Wars trailer?
Not yet. Say nothing. Say
Instant
nothing.
boner. That's all I'm saying.
I already bought tickets though.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah, I bought the tickets.
We're going to Vegas the next day, so we've got to go to a midnight screening. But we are absolutely going that opening night.
Of course. Can't not, right?
No,
So-
this is gonna be, I think, the breakout movie that we've been waiting 35 years for.
I heard Blade Runner is really good.
It is. It's an intense movie. Do not go there with the expectation of a high octane action movie. It's very deliberately paced, but it's really good.
Yeah.
It's
But that's how
I
the first
definitely.
one was.
What's up?
Deliberately
Exactly.
paced.
Exactly. That's what I was telling Renee. Is like that's exactly what the first movie was like, and people are like, "Oh, it's not high action enough." You fucking missed the point. Like that's not what we're there for. We're actually, it's a really, really good movie. So, just sit the fuck down and shut up.
Exactly.
Well, apparently, according one of my friends in Florida, some woman brought 3 kids to that movie, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like those kids probably were bored out of their fucking gourds the entire movie because it's not a movie for kids at all.
Definitely not. Definitely not a movie
Yeah.
for children.
But it's still a good movie.
Yep. All right, so this is working out well. So we got the games. We'll go through that. We'll do the fantasy for each game.
Do we want to do games previews and then fantasy, or do our fantasy intake while we do game previews?
I think we should introduce the game.
Okay.
Talk about, say, like, for example, so let me pull up the schedule here. So week 6 is coming up, right? So we'll say first game of the week. First game of the week is Eagles-Panthers. Eagles at Panthers. This is a Thursday night game, and we'll talk about who we think is going to win. So we'll say we can just run through it. So we'll talk about it right now, right? So first game of the week this week, Eagles-Panthers. It's going to be at the Panthers. Eagles look pretty good, actually. Pretty surprising. Carson Wentz seems to be on fire, even though he's not even throwing to Alshon Jeffrey, which is surprising.
And the secondary looks solid, despite the fact that everybody looks good when they play Carson Palmer because he's been done for about 26 years. So.
I'd like to thank you for that fantasy fucking, all of you. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for your expert
exactly.
advice.
Especially as a Jerron Brown owner, super stoked about Carson Palmer tanking this year. It's just fantastic.
But the Panthers have also been pretty tough. Cam Newton seems to be coming around. He seems to be doing pretty good.
Defensive line find their groove.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they still have Kuechly, so they got a chance always. They've got a monster. He's the Urlacher of our age, so.
Yeah, that front seven is going to be tough to deal with.
So what's your pick?
Okay.
What do you say?
Damn, this is a toss-up. If it was in Philadelphia, it'd be the easiest call of the week, but I'm going to take Panthers in an upset special, 17-14, in a low-scoring, sloppy Thursday night game outside.
I'm still going with the Eagles, man. I'm going to stick with the Eagles.
All right.
I think it's going to be a little bit higher scoring than that, 27-20. I think Cam's going to ruin it at the end with an in.
You could tell me either score is going to happen, and I'd believe either one. It just is a matter of how quickly the Panthers get the ball moving, and will Carson Wentz be able to throw on this Panthers secondary, which is always a little bit tougher than the thing.
Top fantasy pick out of Eagles. What do you say?
Oh, God. I know as soon as I say them, it's going to be a curse on them, but I'm going to go with Alshon Jeffrey this week. I think Wentz has been shying away from his number 1 too long, and as much as he's dicked me in daily fantasy, I think he's going to come through the one week I decide not to play him.
I absolutely need Alshon Jeffrey to come through. Thank you. And then I'm going to take the one for Panthers. I'm going to say Cam. I mean, that's the obvious choice, right? So he seems to be doing it all around. He doesn't have a real standout wide receiver. He doesn't have Christian McCaffrey's coming into it, but he's not there yet. He's coming into it, and he's ramping up. He had his first touchdown last week, so.
Well, I'm going to agree with you that he doesn't have a true number one receiver, but he is developing one, and he loves him some Devin Funchess. So he's going to be my fantasy pick this week. I think he's going to get in the end zone and do another really stupid end zone celebration.
All right. So that's how we'll do it, right? You see? And
Perfect.
then you get the other two people contributing in. Like you and I, we can shoot the shit all day. But
exactly.
We got to get the other two to stay involved. I think Mike's going to be the toughest to keep him involved. Because he's going to have to stay engaged. So, like, the other thing that gets real tough is, like, I know me. I've got, they're saying it's hard to hear us.
You, me, or both of us?
Me. I think it's just me. Hold on, look at that.
Yeah, I really need to get a Los Angeles Rams hat. The St. Louis on the brim is not looking good.
No, but it shows you you're not a bandwagon fan.
Yeah, no, I've been on this dumpster fire for a long time.
Riding until it's ashes. So.
It's been ashes for a long time. I'm hoping we can just make some Play-Doh out of it at this point, pour some water, and just rebuild like a small sandcastle that people will eventually step on.
Right. So they're saying that you're crystal clear, that we're really hard to hear. Okay,
Huh.
so we gotta adjust this.
Okay.
How do I up this? Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna try to jack up the volume a little bit.
All right. God, Sam Bradford got hurt again. Does this guy have knees made of paper mache?
He didn't even make it through like the first quarter, I don't think. Like he was like 5 for 13 or something with 37 yards, and he was missing everybody.
I mean, just good God.
Alright, that should be a little louder. Maybe
I'm hearing you fine.
Yeah, I know you're hearing me fine. You can turn yours up and down anytime. I'm trying to make sure that that's coming in okay. Audio input capture properties.
There we go.
Let's see now. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's going to go up really loud on the... Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got this. All right, yeah.
Whopper, no onion.
Yeah. Whopper, no onion.
Let's calm it down, Skid Row. All right.
Leroy Jenkins.
God, the Panthers' offensive line is really, really not good.
But you see, that's how easy it has to be, right, to flow? That's super easy, right? That made it super clean.
Yep, exactly. Just nice, easy transitions. We're not stepping all over each other's toes, which I think is going to be the biggest concern, especially with Mike.
Yeah, so with me, I've done it so many times that I can keep it pretty relaxed. Like when I talk about it, I could easily like direct people and be like, no, we're gonna do it this way, and it's gonna be like this, and talk it like keep it flowing and try to really like keep it from getting too out of control, right? So with that, it makes it really simple for us to be balanced. The only thing I think Chris will be fine. Chris is not really one to overtalk people a lot.
Nope.
I think that Mike, the only problem is like a lot of people end up doing this. So like they sit back here. And you're like, like
and
if
Mike
you're
will be doing that a lot.
If you're gonna do it, you have to buy into it and you have to stay engaged. Like if you don't stay engaged, it's not worth anything. And so
no one's gonna watch.
The other thing is also people do this. Like we have this one guy, Hector. Go watch the Fight Companions video, and ask Renee to listen to it too. See if it's louder on our end for me.
Yeah, hold on 1 second, honey. Do you have your computer? Hold on 1 second. I gotta bring her computer.
Just tell her to get her phone.
Oh, actually, yeah. Just pull it up on your phone. the YouTube stream. I want to see if the audio is coming through more level. By the way, your Super Nintendo, I'm looking at it. I've been slacking on shipping it, but I will send it out this week for sure.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's sick. It's real hard to put down.
Did you see that they've already hacked it to put put Chrono Trigger on there and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Time?
It doesn't surprise me at all. So, what was that?
Okay.
She's
Burrito?
pulling it up. No. Andrew Norwell. I'm looking at this line, this Carolina line. I don't know who half these people are, and I've watched football recreationally for 10 years. I have no idea who this guy is.
Right. So this will be smooth. The other thing that other people do is they do this. So we'll be sitting next to people, and like, because it'll be me, Chris, Mike, whatever. Like, I'll stay in the middle to try and keep it flowing, because I know these two will just start touching each other or weird shit. So we'll be sitting here, like, fidgeting and shit. But they do this. They'll be like, so, do you want to talk about... No, like, you have to lean. Like, you have to rotate. It's a joint. Like, you have to stay around the joint. Like, you can't get away from it, right? Now, the other thing is I've got two mics, so I fucking don't care.
You can just move back and forth. You can just double team that, and you're good to go, so...
I
You
can
can
do
be in
whatever
any
I want,
direction
right?
at this point.
Oh man, dude, this turned out really
inappropriate.
well. I was really surprised by this. Like, this sounds really good.
I'm stoked.
This is gonna be fun. Yeah, and so the other thing is go to fightcompanions.com. I built that website, so really good.
I'm stoked. Let's see.
This is gonna be fun. Yeah. And so the other thing is go to Fight Companions. Oh man, I can hear myself and it sounds good. Okay, not me, my voice personally. I'm saying in terms of
you
the
sound like you got aroused by the fact that your voice sounds good right now. That's a little alarming.
solid as a rock.
Subscribe.
So
Hold on 1 second. Renee's getting not able to load the stream on her phone, so I got to bring her a computer. Give me 1 second.
¿Por qué? Is she using an iPhone?
Yes.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you? Why do you like these things?
We can discuss our sheeple-like mentality towards Apple products at a later date. The problem is right now, when we're all appled up in the apartment, we can't really change it to Samsung and then have full functionality. Like, I enjoy streaming my porn on a 60-inch television, and I can't do that if I have a Samsung. Renee would like to keep the politics of Apple versus Samsung out of this conversation.
Oh no, it's public knowledge now.
It's out there. Well, damn, this site's nice. It's very clean.
I built that. So look on the right-hand side where you see FC standings. Click that tab.
Okay.
So it stays with you, first off, as you scroll up and down. But secondly, that is what I was doing to track all the people's like wins for the picks. Right? So we could do something like this, really simply, right? And just go through and say, like, just assign a point value, right?
Yep.
So you could do, you know, a win. If you pick right, you obviously get 1 point. If you pick a score, that's what we should do, is we should have that wild card pick of the week, right? So where you do, like, one game where you say, this is my game, and if I pick 24-40, right, and it's 40-24, I get 5 points. Like, but only if you're perfect on, right? You have to be real, like, within, I would say within, like, a point on both sides. You would have to be very close. So if that was the case, you know, we could do that and keep the standings going and roll. And we did that for a long time. We were talking shit. Like, go to the About section. So, you know, by the way, my picture's in San Diego. It was at your wedding that I took. Like, when I was there going to Little Italy when we were staying there, that's the picture that I took. Which
nice.
Yeah, and it says...
where is it? Oh, there it is. Yep.
You gotta read it, dude. It's fucking hilarious. I wrote it just to be stupid as hell.
Yep. You look like you're a cheesy motherfucker, but that's a pretty good picture.
Yeah, I wrote... Been called a lot of things. Great, wonderful, stellar, even fantastic. One thing Adam prides himself on is being able to bullshit with the best of them. Repping Pittsburgh incessantly while nonstop yammering about anything he can. He's sure to liven up the discussion. I could literally just take one word out of that. It says UFC in there, and just... It would work for this one as well. But, yeah, so then it gets into... Now it gets into where you start talking about monetization. Basically, you have to get 2,000 views. So until you hit 2,000 views, they won't even consider putting you on monetization.
2,000 views an episode?
Just total of all your videos. Now, to be honest with you, we hit that in our first video because we were lucky as hell. We have stumbled backwards into the, like, we literally fell into the pot of gold, and I'll tell you why. So Joe Rogan does fight companions, and he literally calls them fight companions. But here's the thing. We do our fight companion on the nights when Joe Rogan is announcing. So people are searching for Joe Rogan's fight companion while he's announcing, and they end up on our page because of fight companions, right? So it's like, okay, ours is going to have to be a little bit tougher. It's going to be a little bit tougher. I say we start with Reddit because we go to Reddit and we post a little bit in the NFL chats. We do a couple of things, be some contributors, not on our names that we're normally on, right? Do our own special username or whatever. We could also do it on a couple of forums, things like that. And what we could do is we could invite guest people to do it if they really wanted to, right? Because we could also do a Skype call where you join the Skype call and there's 2 people on the call. There's you and somebody else, and we could have a guest announcer that comes in and wants to talk about football and things like that. So that makes it really easy to patch in. Now that we have your sound perfect, we can get other people patched in to do it really simply. Like they can just join right into your Skype call.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it took a lot of effort to get that to a decent volume level and hearing me clearly and get me on board. So that's really exciting.
Yeah, it turned out really, really well, really easily. And when you get that new mic, you're gonna lose a lot of that tinniness that you have, because I don't think this is. It sounds fine. I mean, if we were playing game, I wouldn't care at all. But like.
From Renee, a nice little message. Adam, you have a very compelling voice. You two are pleasant to listen to. Mike and Chris are going to fuck it up.
Agreed.
I think we can all agree on that.
agree.
They're going to be the
Thank
nice
you, viewer.
fighting
I have a compelling voice. I have a face for radio, though, so it's perfect.
Exactly. I have a face for billboards that are facing the other direction of traffic, so we're all good.
The face for silent, or I have a voice for silent movies. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. At least Chris's laugh and giggles will, kind of drive the show. Mike is going to be. I'm expecting a lot of for the first couple episodes until he gets his groove.
Yeah. So like you and I though, we don't get nervous about this kind of thing. Like I feel like Chris will beat slightly, but Mike's gonna be. I don't know why Mike would be. Mike loves this kind of shit. Like this is what he does.
I was going to say Mike is a narcissist, so him being the center of attention is kind of everything he's ever hoped for in his masturbatory fantasies. So I'm assuming that he'll be okay, but we'll see.
Oh, well, either way, it turned out well. So this is gonna be easy, man. So we just set it up the same exact way. We'll even have the LAN, so the quality of the connection will be better. I'm over wireless right now, and I don't even have full bars, so shit's streaming directly to the internet, so it's super clean. What you're gonna probably want to do is I don't know where you're sitting or where you're at, but if you do it, either closed room or like area where there's not gonna be distractions.
Fair enough. I'm facing away from the TV. I'm in my apartment. The only closed room is really my bedroom, which is going to be a lot. I think it's going to fuck up the audio, and I'm not going to really have a good place to sit. So this is, here I'm focused. I'm locked in, though, so there's not really a lot distracting me.
You can also hang like a St. Louis flag behind you or something if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Put whatever you want up there. Or NFL logo if you want to put that. All 32 logos, whatever, you could put them up there.
I'm looking for 8 foot by 6 foot posters to start hanging behind me. Let's see.
I'm sorry, Renee.
Actually, if I could just get the Roger Goodell clown t-shirt picture, that would actually be perfect for the back of it. I don't even have a bone to pick with Roger Goodell.
At one point, you should just protest the entire podcast and get up and walk out.
Exactly. Or just do it from my knee.
Let's just take a knee. Podcast. Yeah, take a knee in the podcast.
Exactly. Yeah, you can just live broadcast from me just sitting there on my knee for the entire time. I'll have the microphone right next to me, but I'll be one knee for the entire podcast. All right, perfect. Yeah, I'm stoked. I think this is going to go really smoothly. Again, I think you and we've got this down pretty well. I'm hoping that Chris and Mike will keep their shit together, but I'm imagining Mike probably is at least somewhat comfortable in this position. Chris is the giggle wild card.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, though, because honestly, last time we had an extra guy in ours, and we didn't know if he was going to be good or not. And it ended up that the chat turned against him and just started calling him tits because he was a fat guy wearing a medium shirt instead of a large shirt, and they were like, "So
Kyle Pelt special."
Exactly, dude. Like the full on like stretched out, like it's super tight.
Buttons are screaming in agony. You can actually hear them whistling in pain.
You're like afraid they're gonna ping off you if they come ricocheting off that thing.
It's actually considered a deadly weapon in a public space because they can actually hit you with enough velocity to kill you.
See, this is the kind of shit that happens on podcasts. You get on these kind of conversations, and then you just go super sideways. You're like, what the hell? Where did we get into this shit? Like, literally.
Exactly. We're gonna, as long as we have some kind of note that we can focus back to eventually. But yes, I think the tangents are what make shows more compelling. Is that people are like, okay, they're not just reading us the stats; they're actually giving us stuff that is interesting or at least funny.
Yeah. So check this out, dude. You ready for this? So
Yep.
if I click on this, we have been
They're
streaming.
actually giving us stuff that is interesting, or at least funny.
Yeah, so
We've
been streaming for 50 minutes total. So
That's awesome.
If I click on,
And we have a solid 3 viewers.
been streaming-
One is me, one is Renee, and I'm assuming the third one is your friend.
Oh, we've been streaming for 50 minutes total. Yeah.
That's awesome.
If I click on,
And we have a solid 3 viewers.
have-
I'm not seeing anything different on the video, by the way.
do you
Did
mean?
you change something?
No, I
Or
didn't
just
change
take it?
anything.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you were going to change something, so.
No, but we do need logo.
Mm-hmm.
So get your creative wife on that one.
Yep, sounds good. My
She's
wife
just-
is basically the Pablo Picasso of our generation if Picasso didn't give a shit about art, so.
That's correct.
Yep.
Just kidding. Kidding, Renee. I'm sorry. Don't yell at me. Don't get
No.
mad at him.
She knows it's all in jest. She doesn't give a shit. She's probably tuned out mentally
You
at
wanna
this point
see-
and petting the dog, so.
Do you want to see my monster PC? You gotta see this
Yes, I do.
fucking thing. Okay, hold on. Let me grab the camera.
Going for a ride.
Yeah, hang on. So there's the Beast Tower. Okay, that thing is super tall.
Christ.
It's ridiculous. And then under the table, nope, not going where you think. And then you can see in the side has a couple of lights in there and stuff like that. It has a i7 6700K, 6770K, and then here's all the rest of the equipment for the podcast on the floor, right? All the extra like tripods and things like that.
Nice.
And then you can see 2 monitors here. I'm kind of filming back and forth. I've got the 2 mics set up here. I've got all of the podcasting equipment over here.
Nice. Jesus. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, it only
That
took me
is-
20 minutes to set it all up. I was like, what the fuck? This is ridiculous. But yeah, so I'm going to have to clean these cameras. They got smudges all over them, man.
That's what happens when you try to wipe your dick on the camera for all those bukkake shows. You can't do it like that, man. It's too expensive a habit.
Just gets in the way. There's nothing I can do about it. So,
Fedonking cameras, not recommended. It's a
Listen.
great way to break your iPhone camera.
oh, Jesus. All right, there you go. Okay. So, that was an hour. That worked out
Yep.
well.
Easy hour, and we dicked around for 20 minutes of it, and we actually talked serious stuff for 40, which is, I think, a good ratio. I mean, it'll probably slide to 30-30 eventually, but yeah, I'm stoked. I think we got a good flow going here, and we are going to get at least some fun episodes in to start, and then who knows,
Right.
maybe it'll pick up some traction.
So on Snapchat, you can now do, once we get the stream up, what we'll do is we'll turn the stream on and schedule it to go. Okay? So when we get the stream started, right before we start the stream, we can send it out on Snapchat. You can actually do this now. So if you do a Snapchat and go, there's a little paperclip button. If you click that, it allows you to post a link in there. And that link will find it, and then you can attach it, and you can write in your message when you post to your Snapchat, say swipe up for giggles, and then when you swipe up, it takes them immediately to YouTube to your channel, and it's on the video, like it goes
that's
right
awesome.
to the video to do it. We didn't do any marketing last time. Like we have a Facebook page. I know you liked it today. I saw that.
Yep.
Thank you, by the way.
Got you.
So, but when you go there, you can set it up. So what we normally do is we also did, if you go to Fight Campaign's homepage, you can see that's embedded. So like we embed it right there into the actual fight, like into the page
onto the
itself.
page.
Yeah. So embed it there, and then you also get what else is it? You get you can do it there. We'll also do the SoundCloud ones. So for example, I'm gonna stop the stream right now and check out this recording and see if you can hear the recording. Okay.
Okay.